Hey, welcome back to the Bonus Bone Podcast. Chasta, Tonelli, and baby Huey today. Lamont is too busy for us, but we have a stand-in, and I'm very excited to welcome to the podcast my Bubba. How you doing, Bub?
I just living a life in Oklahoma. How are you?
Oh, there you go. Welcome to the podcast, Bubba.
Yes. Well,
I don't know whether to be thankful or scared.
Probably a little of both.
Yeah, combination.
Probably more scared than anything else. So I tell a lot of personal stories on the Bonus Bone podcast, and today I am telling one involving my brother. So I thought it's only fair if he's on and he tells his piece of the story. And it's about July 4th. Of course, we're in the week of the 4th of July, and so we were going to tell kind of horror stories. And I'll just get to the punch here. Mine involves my brother shooting a Roman candle at my head.
I love it. Bubba, I'm on Team Bubba already.
Sweet.
So he shot it. I don't know if you were you meaning to shoot it at my head? Like, you tell me your version of this story, because it caught my hair on fire.
Well, yeah, I probably was. So.
I mean, Roman candle shots at people are some of the funniest things ever.
Well, and that was the thing.
I think we were together at a party, both of us at a friend's house.
Yeah.
And you were, obviously the younger sister, and you were infringing upon my territory out there.
Of course.
I had to make an example of her. So that's kind of what I remember.
Yes, and he did. So I think, my brother and I are 4 years apart. And I want to say I was around like maybe 10, and he was like heading into the teen years,
He was too cool for you.
He was way too cool for me.
Absolutely.
And all I wanted to be, and he knows this is true, it makes me all teary-eyed to say it, I only wanted to be like my brother. Like, I had my eye on the prize. If Bubba loved it, I loved it. He was into wrestling. I'd put on a wrestling singlet, and he'd teach me all of his wrestling stuff. I mean, we have pictures of that, by the way, I'll have to find. But yeah, so I always wanted to be like him, but he always thought I was so irritating.
Yeah, very annoying.
Yeah. Yes, you hear that? Yes, very much
to the point where he was taking shots at you with a Roman candle. Now, usually those things are multiple shots, right? With 6 or 8 shots or whatever.
Right.
Like,
right.
It's my Roman candle sound effect.
That's very, very well done.
How many shots did he take at you? Was it just one, or?
Well, as soon as the first one.
Did he unload the candle on you?
I don't remember. I just remember the first one hitting my hair. It went through I had really long I had a perm mullet. That's a true story. And
a lot of hairspray in it.
Exactly.
Flammable hairspray.
Super flammable. Yeah.
Oklahoma hairspray.
It was the late 80s, early 90s. It was the Aquanet, no doubt. And so it caught the bottom of my hair, like the bottom 3 or 4 inches I had to get cut off. I was so pissed off because I loved my long hair. That was all I had. I was a chunky little girl. My hair was my best attribute. He laughs. Yeah. So thank you for that, Bub. That's one of the many stories that I have, actually, I could tell where you were irritated with me. I do remember as well, actually, I was just on the phone with Wesley Hilliard the other day. He's one of our best friends. And he and I were reminiscing whenever I would ride in the car with the two of you, and you'd be rocking out like Motley Crue or whatever, and you guys would you would literally push my head down in the back seat and make me duck so that none of your friends would see me.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey!
Right?
You really are on his side.
Well, I have a sister that's 5 years younger than I am.
Oh, okay.
So I can identify with you there, Bubba. I relate.
Thank you.
Do you remember doing that?
I vaguely do. I don't know. I was such an asshole to you.
Bravo.
I won't doubt anything that you say. So.
I was crushed, but I was just excited to be in the car with the cool kids. That's the truth. So now we very much love each other, and we get along, and he doesn't do anything mean to me anymore. I don't think, unless, I don't know.
You're aware of.
That you're aware of. We'll see how it plays out next time I'm in New Orleans with you.
Can you still get Roman candles down there?
Probably.
Oh, heck yes.
My brother blows some shit up.
I've never fired one before.
You haven't?
I've never. Is it a button on the side? Like, what's it look like?
No, you light it.
And it just starts going.
So it's like a timer, like every 3 seconds?
Well, it's the way it's packed in there.
Yeah.
So it's like every few seconds?
Well, it depends.
Okay.
It depends on how it's packed.
Okay.
I mean, you might get one that's every few seconds. You might get another one that's just like...
Okay, so you just got to hold it out. I thought you control when you
No.
fire
Supposed to
it.
hold it up in the air like this, like
Not at
Statue
your
of Liberty.
sister's head.
Oh, really?
Statue
Yeah.
of Liberty and fire it up in the air,
Right.
That Roman candle, I don't know.
There's
So-
there's definitely levels to them. There's small ones, and then there's some big ones that can do some damage. And matter of fact, about 5-6 years ago, my son Cash and one of his friends and I, we all had Roman candle wars. And I mean, they would we put on like helmets and just dressed up with clothes as thick as you could get, and yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean,
It's pretty
not
fun.
the brightest thing. It's not the brightest thing to do. But
Bubba, you and I we got to get together and have like a case of beer together.
Oh man,
oh yeah, I'd love it.
my brother's he's a ball of fun. He's a Roman candle.
So
ball full of
Roman
fun.
candles, you would aim at people, and the other thing you could aim at people were bottle rockets.
Oh,
So Bubba, I'm
yeah.
sure you've done bottle rockets then too, right?
Yes, now they're outlawed. They're outlawed here.
Oh, are they really? I didn't think anything was outlawed in Oklahoma, but I guess I was
No,
wrong.
they're outlawed. You can't get them anymore. Those were like a long time ago.
Oh.
So,
Wow. Do you still buy like the good stuff? I'll put it mildly. Do you get the good stuff and then go out in the country and blow it up?
yes, yeah, we have a at Benji, his family. We go out to their house and have a couple of hours. It's about 2 hours long fireworks show.
2 hours long.
Matter of fact, I think we're going tonight or tomorrow night down to the fireworks warehouse and buy a lot of fireworks. Mindy doesn't know exactly how much we spend, and she doesn't want to know.
She doesn't need to know
So
what she doesn't know what her.
I don't even offer to tell her what it is. It's ridiculous. We buy so much together. They give us some free stuff that is not for sale behind a plexiglass case.
Oh,
I love it.
you're like a real life Joe Dirt. It makes me so proud. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, do me a favor, Bub. When you're there, take a video or picture and text it to me so that I can show it to the boys.
Okay. We'll do.
All right, Bubba. Love you.
Love you too. Thanks,
All right,
guys.
Bubba.
Thank you.
We're having a beer.
Bubba, everybody. Woo!
So the bottle rockets are great because you could fire those out. When I was in college at the illustrious Idaho State University, home of the Bengals, we were on the 8th floor of a dormitory. In fact, it was the top floor of, I think it was Garrison Hall is what it was called. And
Such a good memory. I would never remember that.
and there were 2 8-story dormitories next to each other. One was the guys' dormitory and one was the gals' dormitory. Now they're all
Intermingled.
co-ed, right? So we were on the 8th floor, and a buddy of mine had a weight set in his room, and the old weight set had like a chrome sleeve that went on the barbell, right? So instead of just bare metal when you're doing your presses or whatever,
Yeah.
this one, for some reason, had like a chrome sleeve that went over the metal bar. All right? So it was hollow, this chrome sleeve. We took it off.
Oh, my God.
And it was about, 3.5 feet long or
Yeah.
so. However long a barbell is.
That's about that.
And we used it like a bazooka.
Oh. That's kind of like making your own Roman candle,
And,
really.
And we had a bunch of bottle rockets.
Yeah.
And we put the bottle rockets in the back end of the sleeve.
Oh, my God.
And would light it, and you could aim it on your shoulder
Holy.
out the window.
Oh, my God.
And fire it across the courtyard over to the girls' dormitory.
You're such a
So you'd light it in the room. I mean, everything ended up smelling like sulfur,
Oh,
or like
I
the
bet.
studio did when we did Sully's fireworks.
We got to get into that.
But yeah, and then we'd stick the bazooka out the window and fire it across. Well, a couple of them went, because you do a bottle rocket, they have a tail on them, and they're squirrely little things.
Yeah.
Well, we had a couple of them actually make it into a couple of windows across the way.
Shit.
And one of them, the drapes in the window started burning a little bit.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Didn't really catch on fire.
It
but
singed them like my hair?
It singed them
Yeah.
a lot worse than your hair. And it started smoking. You see the gals putting it out. And we just kind of left.
You probably weren't hard to find, though, seeing as how there was smoke coming out of
Oh,
your...
no, we got out of there.
You did? You
get
bolted?
the hell out of there.
Did you get in trouble for it?
No,
You got away with
nobody ever found out.
Wow. And the statute of limitations is up.
Very creative use of bottle rockets.
That is very
Real quick, before I forget, a Roman candle, when it's shot at you, what is the material?
It's a fireball.
Oh, yeah,
It's like a fireball.
Like made out of gunpowder?
Hell if I know. I mean...
Whatever fireballs are made of.
I have no idea.
No, it's terrifying. And it comes at you. I mean, it's very fast. Here's the other thing. When you're holding it up, like Tonelli was saying, you're supposed to hold it up and shoot it into the sky, but they have been known to go the opposite direction, or dumbasses who are drunk hold them the wrong way, right?
It can have a little backfire to them.
It's like, so it's got a little bit of a kick. So sometimes they'll if they shoot the wrong way, they'll come at you like your armpit.
You got to be careful.
Yeah.
That's why.
Fireworks are no joke, kids. You got to be careful.
Yeah, don't play around with bottle rockets like that either.
No, not at all. No, I'm just thinking the time in our house, we had some M1000s.
Oh,
Jesus. So we were like, what can we use this up for? So on 4th of July.
What could we do with it? Blow shit up, son.
So we went and bought a cantaloupe from the grocery store.
All right, good move.
And we put it inside the cantaloupe and we lit it. It was me, my brother Tommy, and our friend Sean. And we lit it and we ran. And I was trying to film it, and it went boom, explosion, and it was like cantaloupe all over the backyard.
How far was the blast radius?
I'll have to show you the video. It's on YouTube. I think
it's on YouTube.
Yeah, type in
How old were you?
I think it was like in the last 15 years.
He's a grown ass man.
I'll have to look at it. It's on YouTube. You type in Huey Cam cantaloupe blowing up fireworks.
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, all this stuff, the stories we're about to get into right now, is all on YouTube.
Did you end up with cantaloupe all over you?
No, luckily I was far enough away. The debris didn't reach me, but it was far. But it definitely looked like a Gallagher performance.
Totally.
In our backyard.
Yeah.
And my brother just reminded me, we did it again a few years later. We blew up he says a Mexican watermelon. I don't know.
What's the difference?
Is it like smaller ones? I think it's a small.
The round ones?
Yeah.
Instead of the oblong ones?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know there was a difference. Oh, okay.
So we've done it
They
twice.
look more like a cantaloupe, like a larger cantaloupe.
I guess so, yeah, yeah. So we've blown up produce in our backyard.
Are we doing this at the back lounge parking lot on Thursday?
I have to ask my dad where he got it.
Phil is literally killing me right now. He's like, shut the F up. No, we wouldn't do anything irresponsible like that. But we did irresponsible stuff before with Sully.
Yeah.
And actually, you said we did it multiple times. So the one I was a part of was the one on the roof, but the first one happened in the studio.
And it just by coincidence on Facebook Memories, it was on this day.
It was on this day.
14 years ago.
July 1st, 14 years ago.
Yes.
So tell the story because I wasn't there.
Well,
July 1st, what would that be? 2010.
2010, yeah.
Yeah.
Right before I started.
In the old studio.
The old studio.
On Hawthorne.
But you guys somehow, you got those hip waders or like, it's like those pants you would
go fishing in.
Go fishing in.
Yeah, waders.
Yeah.
Big waders.
And Sully put them on. But
so we were doing firecrackers in the pants.
Yes.
But we had them wearing the hip waders, but we duct taped the hip waders so nothing would fall out the bottom.
True, but my thinking now in hindsight, you throw him in the pants, it's still gonna hit his jeans and all his.
What were you trying to like? What was going to be accomplished?
Firecrackers in your pants,
right? But
so the waders were like the outer or the lining, the protection.
It was the best way we
protection for who?
Yeah,
definitely not Sully.
And with the number of firecrackers we had, there was no way we were going to stuff that amount of firecrackers in his pants.
Right.
So we had to get the hip waders. We got these hip waders with the suspenders and the big old wide waist.
Right.
And I mean, huge wide waist. Well, that'll work. And then we had the ankles duct tape so nothing would fall out the bottom. And then we took precautions because we had a couple of pitchers of water to put out any potential fire.
Well, yeah, because that's what I'm wondering. Like, did he catch on fire? Do you have the he has the assets. We're going to have to send those to Serato.
Yeah, if you watch on YouTube right now, you can see the photo.
In his waders. God, he put up with crazy stuff from you guys. Oh, my God. My brother is sending me. I'll send these to Serato as well.
What is that?
Pictures of how many. That's a whole truckload full of fireworks.
I love it.
My God.
We're missing out in California.
They're at like the Costco. They're at the Costco of fireworks, I think.
Holy crap. Look at that.
But we were scrambling. Like
the fireworks warehouse.
It is. That is unbelievable. They have
I love
1, 2, 3. They have 3 overloaded shopping carts worth of fireworks.
Oh my!
That is unreal.
But
oh my
I remember
God.
that morning we were scrambling to find stuff to put water in. We were finding old flower vases and like
You guys weren't weren't prepared.
No, you just go with what you got.
anything to hold water.
Just get creative.
So, but
You got to MacGyver it a little
But
bit.
the problem,
yeah.
the leading up to it though, getting the fireworks, that was the challenge.
Why? Because they're not like safe and sane.
Yeah, they were like
Nothing safe and sane about this show.
They're the little red firecrackers, so
And they're all in a bunch, right?
bunch,
and so
and
when you light one, it goes.
it's like a brick of them. And,
Right.
But
Was
the thing
it 500 in there or
I
something?
forgot.
Like that?
Yeah. But the thing was, it's like we
Might
had
have
to
been
go
more
get
than
them. So they sent me the.
It's that long string of firecrackers.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
tied together.
If you roll it out, yeah.
Yeah.
But they sent me to Chinatown here in San Francisco to find them.
Yeah.
But it's not like you can go into a store and buy them. They're technically illegal. So it was like literally a drug deal going down.
Oh my God! And they sent you to do it. Were you
Yeah,
by yourself?
I think my brother came with me, but we were
my
literally
God.
walking around, and it's like, how do you go about asking
What's
for
the
it?
illegal fireworks signal?
So, but I saw some guy on a corner, and I was like, "Hey, you got any fireworks?" He's like, "How many you need, or what kind?" And I explained, and he's like, "Okay," and he gave me the price. I'm like, "Okay, yeah, I'll do it." And
You're probably the worst person to send on
Ever.
this mission.
I know, exactly.
Because there's nothing about you that can lie or bluff or anything.
No,
You're just-
it was nerve wracking because I was like, "Am I gonna get arrested? Like,
Yeah.
is there someone?"
and they're not bailing your ass out.
No. So the guy, I think he made like a hand signal to someone across the street who then ran off, jumped in the car. They went around the corner or something, and then they come running out of the car, jump and run out, handed off the fireworks to the guy.
Holy crap.
And then I gave him the money and they handed off to me. It was
It
like
was a drug deal.
a drug deal transaction in real time. I've never
Jesus.
seen anything like that. Like I don't go buy drugs or anything. So to see this whole process of like multiple people being signaled or phone call and running around, jump in a car, going to some secret location, bringing it back around. It was fascinating.
That's so crazy. We do not advise that, by the way.
No, not at all.
So the problem is when you put them all off, then the smoke filled up. Did the fire alarms and everything go off?
I don't think they did.
Well, everybody got pissed off at you, right?
So we set them off, and like I said, the
in
video's
the
on
studio.
YouTube.
Oh, it's a great video.
It's on YouTube. If you want to rewatch it, we can reshare it.
And
on
they started
Bone
going
Social.
off, and then there was a mild degree of panic.
Yes. we were if you've seen the video, we're all pouring water into his pants.
We decided to pour the water into his waders.
We probably could have waited like an extra 5 seconds.
I think we could have waited.
Yes.
I think I think we were a little too quick with the water.
Out goes his crotch. We are moments away from lighting Sully's pants. By the way, kids, once again, may I stress, as a responsible broadcaster, do not try this at home.
This is very scary.
No, I don't think it'd be a good idea.
Sully is a trained professional.
Sully, get all this crap out of the way.
We have safety experts
Sully.
looking at it right now. Sully, get all those papers
We're lighting
away.
firecrackers on.
Yeah.
Do not put your papers near the
And old
hip
newspapers.
waders.
All right, so now the way we've done this, because these hip waders, fat ass is so big already, hip waders, extra large hip waders are too tight that we won't have any oxygen in there for these firecrackers to explode. So we've had to lower them to the point that it almost looks like one of those Weber kettle barbecues under his crotch. So now, so you may want to pick them up just a bit, all right? Okay? Because they're a little too low. I want to get everything on the webcam. There we go. There we go. Just a little higher. All right, just a little closer to the, there we go. A little closer to the equipment. Ah, that's perfect. All right. Now, there's plenty of oxygen in there. Big-headed Jake is standing behind you in a
We have
position he's used
the
to, I
water here
guess.
just in case. Let one fly now, Sully.
All right, so big-headed Jake is the guy with the matches. Is that right? Yeah. All right. You're going to light it up? Count of 3. Are you all set here? Yep. Okay, Paul's getting some water just in case Sully explodes. All right. We're lighting the fuse. Ready to roll. Here we go. Yo. Yo.
Okay.
Sully is
Get the other side. Get the water in the other side.
Hey, put water. Oh.
Oh my God!
Look at the smoke in here.
Wow.
You know what? Hoping the door. Even the water bottle has smoke in it.
Sully, you gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Get the water. Get the water.
I mean, you were dealing with flammables and a human, so I mean, you know.
In
Yeah, but
studio.
I still think we had a little buffer.
I think we could have got at least 3 seconds. 3 to 5
was he
seconds.
Oh, no,
screaming?
I think 5 to 10 seconds. 10 might have been too many, but certainly 5.
His leg's on fire. Okay, now grab the water.
Yeah.
But the water is what made everything smoke.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that's what set everything off.
we're like, Sully, get out of the studio. So he's waddling with
Water and
waiters,
fireworks
and fireworks in his
Sloshing
pants.
around.
Oh my God.
So he's walking bull-legged out of there.
And he's duct tape at the bottom, so he's like a fishbowl, right? Walking
and
around.
smoking at the same time.
a trail of smoke following him. And we were on
And this nasty sulfur smell
Oh, it's the worst.
that got everywhere.
and we were on the 11th floor. So did he go out on that side?
Yeah, that little side cove there.
Fire
probably
exit.
so.
Fire
Yeah, the
exit.
fire exit. He's on fire. It works out perfectly. Oh my God.
But yeah.
Then we did it again, but we
Yeah.
went on the rooftop.
Well, we got smart the next year.
Right, exactly. Yeah, very, very smart. And I remember we duct taped around his body.
Yeah.
It was
Right?
the same waiters. We kept them in the
it
office.
was the same waiters?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he had them on, but we duct taped them, if I remember correctly. And then we lit them. The biggest thing that day, it was hilarious, by the way. That was really funny. We were outside. Do you remember people? Because we were up on the roof of a high rise.
We taped him on the outside of his pants.
It was on the outside.
And we had those like extended lighters.
Yeah, the long, big
Yeah,
lighters that
yeah.
you like
So
hold
nothing
out.
happened to you.
Right.
No, exactly.
So we were protected.
You need to keep your distance.
But we were smart. We put them on the outside of the pants that year.
Right. Well, we were outside, so we didn't care about the smell.
Yeah.
But we were
Or
on the top of a high rise, and so there are all these people working in their offices in high rises around us, watching us light a guy on fire.
They miss us as neighbors now.
I know, right? They have to. Because we were on, what was the floor? Were we on floor
11th.
Yeah. So we were like,
On the roof.
Okay, now, hang on a sec. We're going to get the interns first. Fire up the lighters. Wait a minute. Don't go to the wicks or the fuses as of yet. All right. In 3, 2, 1, light the fuses. Oh, they're lit.
anyway, my part of this story is that I got so covered in the smell of sulfur, I went straight from
that's
there.
right. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
I went straight from work that day and went to SFO to grab a flight to go to Sulphur, oddly enough, to go back home to see my family, my brother who probably had a million fireworks waiting on us. And I got pulled out because I smelled like a bomb. I was a walking bomb too.
You were the bomb.
I was the bomb. And so they all but basically strip searched me, and I had to take a shower at the airport.
Yeah, because that's when they wipe you down, right?
Yeah.
With all those pads or whatever.
Exactly. And then they examined my clothes and everything. It was a whole thing. And I had only worked for you guys maybe a year or something, so I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. But I was like, these freaking guys, are you kidding me right now? Yeah, it was bad. I almost ended up detained at the airport.
But nothing ever happened to Sully.
Not that time.
No, those waiters worked. They protected him. So
See, we knew what we were doing the third time. And then Smelly did it a third time.
yeah, and I think that's on YouTube as well. And this time we went off site.
Right.
So every time we've done it, we've improved the
gotten
setting.
smarter.
Yes. And we went off site and we did pretty much the same exact stunt on him.
Right.
And if I remember correctly, he had a little accident.
Didn't he poop his pants?
Yeah, he pooped his
Yeah.
pants.
Yeah. Well, he does that.
He does that, actually. That's just a regular Tuesday.
He's a pooper.
He's a nervous Nelly.
He's got some poop problems. Oh, my God. That's hilarious. Well, good times to be had by all.
Was more fun.
Be careful. Keep your distance.
Yes.
We'll have
Don't be a knucklehead.
Keep all your fingers. Yes.
We'll have more fun this Thursday.
That's right. So if you're watching this or listening to this in real time, it comes out on Wednesday the 3rd. So meet us tomorrow at the Back Lounge in Dublin. 3 p.m. start. Get there early because it gets wild fast. I don't believe there will be any shenanigans, but you never know with the Merkins. You just never know. So all the details are up on the Bones website. It is free, but if you need like the address to the back lounge or whatever, 1077thebone.com. Rock out with the Merkins. It's going to be fun.
I'm curious who's going to show up. It's always a rock star.
It's rock
Phil
star
Demo has
studded.
a rock star index of contacts.
I know Dave Rude's going to be there. Did I say that out loud? Oh, no. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Truly, be safe. Don't be an idiot. And don't be an idiot like we were. And we love you. We'll talk to you next time. Bye. And thanks, Bubba.
Way to go, Bubba.
Thanks, Bubba.
I owe you a case of beer.
He'll drink it.